So we dropped the front on this truck, the 97 Dodge Ram 1500. Now we're gonna do the shocks on the rear. We left that pending last time we recorded this truck. We dropped it, well, it was lowered 5 inches on the back with the rear flip kit. So we got some shocks on offer up. Sorry about the mess in here. So we got all 4 shocks for 40 bucks. That's like a really good deal. The only problem, or the only thing here, is that we're gonna see if the bolt goes through that hole, and also if it lifts the truck up a little bit, because these MonoMax shocks from KYB, they're really stiff, and this truck, well, the shocks are shot. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna show you guys how much the truck bounces with just my weight on the back, and then we'll give you a comparison if we're able to install those red ones. I'm gonna lift it up and put it on jack stand so the diff could drop all the way down. Just be easier to install those, and then I'll put you guys back on once the truck is in the air. Okay, so this is a little side-by-side comparison. It's about 2 inches shorter. These are the MonoMax. This is the measurement that we got for this truck. Obviously we don't know if it's gonna work or not, but 565007 from KYB MonoMax shock. The first issue that we ran into so far is this. The bolt itself is not fitting. So what I think we're gonna end up doing is pressing out this little thing right here from the bushing, and hopefully we're able to install it into the shock. I don't know, like press this thing with one hand and it goes really slow, and this one is really hard to press down on. So I'm gonna get to doing this real quick, and then hopefully we're able to do it, and I'll put you guys back on. If not, we will have to be drilling this out. It's just a little bit, it's not even much. I think it's just the threads that aren't able to go all the way through. Yeah, it's not that much. So this is what we got so far. This is the bolt for this truck, the original one, and we just found 4 bolts that are a little bit thinner that fit onto these shocks. So they don't have much play on here on the shock. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we got these from a Tahoe, but I forgot. But that's what we're gonna use to mount these shocks, and these are size 18, and we had to cut like about 1 inch or so off of the tip of this because they were way too long. So we're gonna mount these up on the truck right now and get them into place and tighten them up, at least on this side. Then do the other side, because I have to take off the other shock. So we had to make those shocks work, and we got them in there. We spaced it out with the washer on each side of the mounting hole because it was a little wobbly. It was probably like 1/4 inch or less than 1/4 inch gap. We just didn't want it to make any noise, so we put a washer in there. I wish I could show you, but it's kind of tight in there. I don't think you can see it from back here. Let's see. Oh, you can see the washer right there, and the bolts worked. Now I'm gonna show you the height. It did change the height a little bit. So we are at 33. We're gonna drive it right now and see if it settles a little bit, because we used to be at 32.25 roughly. And worst case scenario, we could still adjust the shackles. I'll show you guys real quick how much it improved. That's what the MonoMax. Now let's drive it right now and see the difference. The front is super noisy. Shocks are shot, ball joints are shot. We're waiting on the ball joint so we could get to working on the front. So give me a second. So we're driving it right now. There's one of those bumps in the middle of the road right now. All that noise is coming from the front, all that. And the back feels a whole lot stiffer. I would say like a 90% difference. Yeah, way stiffer. We got these, like I said, on OfferUp. We checked Rock Auto. They were like 75 bucks each one. The guy only had them on his truck. He bought them for a 1997 F350. The rear shocks that we're using right now, those were on the front of his truck, and we were able to make them work for the rear. We measured, and it's pretty much the measurement that we needed for this truck, so they worked out pretty good. Like I said, we picked them up, all 4 of them, for 40 bucks. So that's not bad. It was like 10 bucks a piece, and we only used 2 of them. I don't know what we're gonna do with these now, but we're gonna get back home and flush out the brake fluid for now. The brake light is on. I checked the brake pads on the front and they're good. So the brake fluid is super dirty, so we're gonna get that out of the system and put some new brake fluid. But so far so good. Once we get back, we're gonna measure again, see if it settled in a little more. Like I said, we were at 2 1/4 inch from the ground to the edge of the bed, and it seemed like these shocks gave the truck a 3/4 inch lift. No, like, what is it, 1/2 inch lift or 3/4, because it's at 23 now. So depending on where it sits, we're gonna either lower the front a little more or drop it a little more. We'll see right now. So we just got back. We drove it a couple of miles, and we're gonna measure where we're at right now. And we are roughly at 32 3/4. It was sitting at 32 1/4 with the old shocks. So these shocks actually stiffened up the suspension 1/2 inch, and you could feel a huge difference. The front is still sitting at 32 1/4. So I think we're not gonna cut the shocks, the springs anymore, because it did look like it was a little more lifted from the front compared to the rear. So we're just gonna leave it like that. Right now we're gonna get to pulling off all the tires, rotating the tires, and flushing out the whole brake system. I'm not gonna record all that, but make sure to check us out on Instagram at Yonke_OXC Films. I will leave that in the description down below, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.